Hey everybody, Glenn Younes again for my reoccurring video blog here on PressBoxOnline.com. Thank you as always to our title sponsor, Carbiz. Check them out online, Carbiz.com, and on all their social platforms at Carbiz. All right, so Ravens get a huge win at home against the San Diego Chargers, 29-26. A game-winning field goal from Justin Tucker, 39-yard variety wins it. Listen, 5 for 5 for Justin Tucker. I will say this again, not just because he's behind me on the wall with the commercial we made for Carbiz with him. By the way, anyone needs a commercial, let me know, holler at your boy. But anyone who thinks that kickers aren't important in today's day and age, you're kidding yourselves. With extended field goal distances and the idea that kickers have the most points in history, kickers have the most points scored year in and year out, they're extremely important, and Justin Tucker, for a team that can't seem to get in the end zone, is maybe the most important player on the Ravens. Most people will say, Glenn, you're crazy, it's Joe Flacco. Glenn, you're crazy, it's C.J. Mosley who's not playing well, or whomever it is. Kickers are crazy important. Good for Justin Tucker, good for the Ravens getting a huge win against San Diego now leading into the bye week. All right, but look at this thing, though, now. Ravens at 2-6. I'm just looking at my cheat sheet here. Jacksonville, Rams, at Cleveland, at Miami. You can rattle off some wins. I'm not saying they're still in this season. I still think the Ravens, if they wanted to do it in a very transparent way and say, look, we don't care about 2015. We want high draft picks for 16 and going forward, I wouldn't blame them on that. I don't think they're going to do that, but they can rattle off some wins here and make it a real interesting season, at least in the sense of, hey, they're a competitive team. Besides the 5 field goals and just the general topic of how important kickers are. You know, Steve Smith goes down with an Achilles injury. There's so many different things we can talk about here. The dialogue has been, is he going to really retire? Can he do it again? Does he have more in the tank? And I think the answer is probably yes to all those. You have microfractures in your back. You tear your Achilles. You're going to be 37 in May. I'm not saying you, but Steve Smith will be. Your body's telling you something, you know, and many people play for many reasons, and you certainly want to be able to end your career on your terms, not an injury. But man alive, there's going to be a lot of rehab to go into it. No one's saying that he's against working hard to get back in shape, but at 37, do you want to come off an Achilles tendon injury and then have to salvage your career in your final year at 37 coming off an injury? Like, everyone's like, you don't want to go out like that because you want to go out on your own terms and you don't want to end your career injured. Well, he was having an incredible year. His body's telling him a certain something about, dude, it might be time. And if you want to come back from an injury like that on a rehab year at 37, like, is that the year you want to have? Now, the what if and maybe of you get fully healthy and you come back and your guns a-blazing and you have this incredible 1,000-yard season and you surpass number 9 and number 8 and number 7 and jump into 6th all-time in receiving yards, that's fine. Maybe that's Steve Smith's MO. And if he does that, I think he's perfectly capable of being a really major part of the Ravens team on and off the field, locker room related stuff. But do you really want the final year of your career to be the grind of coming back off an Achilles when you know you were the goods when you played and your body broke down and is telling you, hey, look, Steve, maybe it's time to stop? Like, so for me, from my standpoint as like an advisor of athletes, which I'm not, but I'm saying if I were to be, your body's telling you something. Trust your body. Go out knowing you balled out in 15. You came back from fractured microfractures in your back. Your body's telling you something when it tears that Achilles. You know, maybe it's time to say, awesome career, borderline, if not definitely Hall of Fame career. Like, I will just say this. Like, I know Steve a little bit. That dude is just awesome. And I love his fire and his energy and his fight and his compassion and his just everything that he is. I would hate to see him struggle through a rehab year at 37 years of age. If he goes out this year, everyone knows, you know what? Steve Smith did it, and he did it in a big way, and that little guy had a major career. That's it for me. Love your thoughts and comments. Retweet, share on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube. We're going to crank out another one of these, even though it is the bye week. We're going to start talking Terps basketball. You see the banner right there behind me on the bookshelf. Also, check out my boys' book, The Whiteboard Book. You can check that out on Amazon. My buddies Jason and Chris, international bestsellers. Shout out to them. TheWhiteboardBook.com/Amazon if you want to check it out. All right, that'll do it for me. Thank you to PressBoxOnline.com. Thank you to our sponsor, Carbiz. Check them out, Carbiz.com. Until next time, I'll talk to you.